So far, we've navigated down to the project folder and successfully ran npm install to install the packages defined in the package.json file. Now we are ready to start the sample application. Remember the scripts area in our package.json file? Here is the start script. When we type npm start, it will execute the command defined here. The ng executes the Angular CLI. The string after the ng is the CLI command. The serve command builds the application and starts a local web server. That allows us to serve up the application without deploying it. The -o is a command option that opens the URL in our default browser. The CLI has many more commands and options. We'll see more of them as we progress through this course. Are we ready to make it go? Let's try out this start script. Back at the command prompt or terminal, type npm start. This executes the start script. If this is the first time using the Angular CLI, you will be asked if you'd like to share anonymous usage data with the Angular team. This can help the team better understand your usage scenarios. I'll answer with why, but select whichever option you prefer. The CLI then builds the application, starts a web server, and opens the URL in the default browser, which in my case is Chrome. Note that, by default, Angular does not support Internet Explorer, or IE. For now, use a different browser. We'll talk more about Angular's IE support later in this course. If all is well, the application appears in the browser and displays some text as shown here. If the text does not appear, or you see errors in the console, ensure that you ran npm install successfully as defined in the prior clip. As you can see, our application doesn't look like much, but we'll improve it on our trek through Angular. I've moved the windows around so that we could see the editor, the browser, and the terminal window. Let's see what happens when we make a code change. In the editor, open the app.component.html file. Don't worry too much about the syntax here yet. We'll talk about it shortly. For now, we'll just change the welcome text. We immediately see here that our code is recompiled, the browser refreshes, and our updated text appears. So anytime we make a change to our application, we'll be able to immediately see the effect of that change. That will be helpful. When we are finished working with our files, we can close the browser, but the server keeps running. To stop it, go back to the command prompt or terminal and press Ctrl-C and Y for yes. Then you can exit. Anytime you want to run the application and keep it running to watch the effect of your code changes, simply open the terminal and use npm start again. So now we know how to build and run our code. Yay! You may have noticed that I didn't save the file after I made the code change. When using VS Code, we can set it to automatically save our changes. Here, under File, Preferences, Settings, Workspace Settings, I have it set to automatically save after a short delay. Nice! Now that we have the sample application up and running, let's see how to create a new Angular application.